this is just a legacy fight. This is a fight. This is a real fight. This is not like a influencer, or this is really for the belts. This is really for the gold, the everything, the pound for pound, the best in the division.
I know I'm in the minority when I say this, but to me, this is a legacy fight. This is for all the marbles, all the belts. Lomachenko against Devin Haney. If Devin Haney beats Lomachenko, he gets full credit for me. And you heard what Devin Haney said. This is a real fight. We are two top fighters at 135. And even though the Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis is a cool fight, this is the one I'm looking forward to. Because to me, titles do matter. And Devin Haney is the undisputed champ, putting all on the line against Lomachenko. Devin Haney said he wanted this fight since 2019. And he says, no more running or ducking for Lomachenko. But I do agree with Devin Haney when people saying, well, Lomachenko's washed. He's in his back nine. And these are mostly from Gervonta Davis fans or fanatics and Ryan Garcia fanatics, because they don't want to give Devin Haney credit if he beats Lomachenko. Loma may have some slippage, but he's still a great fighter. And even though Devin Haney is the favorite, I'd be foolish to say Loma does not have a shot. And there will be no excuses accepted on this channel about this fight. I want to hear about Devin Haney's too big, Devin Haney's weight drain, Loma is too small, Loma's re-aggravated his shoulder, injured his shoulder again. There's no excuses once you enter the ring. The winner gets full credit. But Devin Haney has some work to do because right now he looks like a middleweight.
Oh, you like it? You like it?
He's a good fighter. But like I say to him, everybody say the same thing before I fought with Golovkin. No, he's a monster. He's gonna knock out Canelo. He's this and that. At the end of the day, it's not the same. Be in the ring with other fighters like be in the ring with me. It's different.
Weaknesses in Benavidez, seeing that fight against Plant?
He's a good fighter. But look, I'm a great fighter. So
Canelo Alvarez said Triple G was a monster until he fought him. He says, I'm a different animal. That is the message he's giving to David Benavidez. You're a good fighter. You're a good young fighter, but you're not great yet. You know what's interesting? Shout out to Coach Malachi. He dug up Andre's resume, Jamal Charles' resume, and David Benavidez and Canelo's resume and compared them. Because there's always a hater out there saying Canelo hasn't fought anybody. He's scared to fight a tough competition. Meanwhile, the so-called tough competition hasn't really fought tough competition. But once you do that, pull out the resumes, they deflect, and the resumes don't mean anything. Except, of course, for Canelo Alvarez, because there are different standards for him. He has to fight everybody, all the top competition, so-called competition, because he's a cash cow of boxing. That's how some people feel. They feel like Canelo's avoiding the so-called tough competition, which the so-called tough competition avoids tough fights themselves. Why is Canelo fighting John Ryder? Because he's a mandatory. And they say, why is Canelo fighting Bivol after he fights Ryder? Which I'd rather him fight Benavidez. But Canelo has said all along he wanted to avenge his loss against Bivol. And he thinks Bivol is a great fighter. And even though he thinks Benavidez is a challenge, he doesn't consider Benavidez great just yet. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.